Hi, this is Naomi from Lexington Public Library. Today I'd like to take a few minutes to walk through the online application process for Kentucky unemployment insurance. This is just an introduction to what that process looks like. It's not expert answers to your questions. So everything that's covered in this video is available online at the site that we'll look at, or is basic information that I've heard recently in the news. Let's get started. So the first thing is we want to make sure that we go to the right website. That is KCC for Kentucky Career Center.ky.gov. Every Kentucky government website will end with .gov. If you find yourself on a website that doesn't, or that is attempting to make you pay to file your claims, that's the wrong website. So this page here highlights that some things have changed recently due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And more people are able to file now than could recently. So who can file? There's a list here of all kinds of folks who now can file that weren't able to before. Barbers, childcare workers, freelance workers, hotel housekeeping staff, independent contractors, massage therapists, restaurant workers, small business owners, chefs, contract laborers, hairdressers, hotel workers, landscapers, nail technicians, self-employed folks, and substitute teachers. Now, that's not probably everybody, so if you're not on that list but are wondering if you can file, you may be able to. An important thing to know is that this system was set up before the COVID-19 crisis, and so if you were not eligible before the crisis, you may automatically get a notice that says your claim was rejected. So that is something you should expect. On the website right here, it says, if you are an individual that typically did not qualify for traditional unemployment insurance, you may receive a denial notice by mail. You may disregard that notice. So if you're receiving a denial by mail or even by electronic notice here or by email, I'm not sure how it might come, but you may receive a denial and still be eligible for benefits. So a problem that is slowing things down right now is that there are way too many claims being filed right now for the staff to keep up with it. They're trying hard. And then folks get nervous and anxious and want to refile because they can't get in touch. And that's totally understandable. But if you can hold tight and just wait to see if your claim comes through, refiling is actually going to slow things down. So, we talked briefly about who can file now, and what we also want to look at is what you need in order to do that. So that is here, filing a claim. Your personal information that you'll need includes Social Security number or alien registration number, date of birth, your complete mailing address, your phone number. If you're filing online, you will need an email address. Your employer information, you're going to need for the last 18 months, the name of the business or the company that you worked for. You're going to need their mailing address, their phone number, and the dates that you worked there, as well as why you're not working there anymore. And that's for each employer for the last 18 months. You might need other information. So if you worked outside of Kentucky, what states did you work in? If you worked for a temporary agency, you're going to need the information for that agency, the name and address. If you worked for the federal government or were in the military, there's specific information that they'll need that's listed on the website here. And if you worked through a skilled trade union, the name of the contractor. So what you can expect is a process that's going to last, ideally, it's got a process listing, a process lasting 28 days here, and it tells you what to expect. You should know, though, that things are running behind schedule, so it may be longer than is hoped. To get started on filing your online claim, You're asked to go file on a specific day depending on what your name is. So if your last name starts with A, B, C, or D, you're asked to file on Sunday. If your last name starts with E through H, you're asked to file on Monday. Tuesday is I through L. Wednesday is M through P. Thursday, Q through U. And Friday, V through Z. Now, if you missed your day, Friday is also the day that you will apply. When I'm ready to submit my application, I'll go down to step 1 and follow this link to UI Claims, uiclaims.des.ky.gov. From here, I can simply click that. And I need to read this information and agree to having read it and accepted whatever's said there by pressing this button. And at that point, if I've used the system before, I can log in. If I'm a new user, I will create a profile here. So I'll need my email address, my social security. I'm going to choose a security question that I'll need to remember the answer to. And so I choose the question and then I type in an answer. And once I've walked through this initial part, then I will start the application process. Now, I'm not going to do that here now, but this gives you an idea of what it will look like. You probably have questions, so you want to be sure to scroll to the bottom of the page and look for the frequently asked questions here. And also, there are detailed instructions on how to upload a document. So definitely check out that information. If you do not have an email account set up, you can go to the Lexington Public Library's Job Seekers page on our website. And at the very bottom of the screen here, we have listed a handful of providers. There are lots that you might choose from, and these are some suggestions. And you can go to any of these places to set up a free email address. So you want to click the button to go to the site there, and then you'll find something that looks like this, a sign up button, and then you'll walk through the process of creating your own account. Now, if you have questions about that, unfortunately, since we can't help you in detail in person now, the best suggestion I have is to try going to YouTube, youtube.com, and see if you can find a video that will help you with whatever device you're working on. If you're using a phone, an Android, an iPhone, etc., you may be able to find detailed instructions about setting up whatever kind of email account you've chosen to look at. Good luck to everybody. I hope everybody's staying healthy at home. Take care.